How old were you when you realised, or perhaps your family and friends realised, that you had the prospect of being a professional footballer?
I think my dad was seeing it more than I was seeing it. He was pushing me. I just wanted to make him happy, to be honest, that's all. Then when I arrived in the game, you know, you become a man, you have your own character, your own desire. But at the very beginning, I just wanted to please my dad. That's all I wanted to do.
The French national team are blessed with some uniquely skillful players. Zidane, yourself. Where and how did you learn and perfect such skills?
Well, I say, you know, if I can say, you have a gift right from the start, but you need to work on it. You have some people also who are not pretty gifted who still, you know, reach a high level or can be great player because they work. So I would say, you know, I don't know why, you know, in France we always had, you know, in the past some players, some technical players good on the ball, not only our generation but the generation way before. I don't know why, you know, it's kind of always like that, but you need to work on it. You know, it's not only the fact of saying, you know, Zidane is very good on the ball. He worked a lot to be like that. I learned to play, well, not the football that I'm playing now, but to start, it happens all at the start for me. You know, the desire, the commitment, the hunger that you can have, not in a bad way, you know, but that you can have, you know, who drives you in, who drives you on, that you need to have. And you get it in the street. I don't think you can get that anywhere else. After, obviously, you can work on being better with your left foot, better with your right foot, better with your head, better, you know, seeing what is happening around you. But the desire, the commitment, the anger, and the passion, you get it there. You get it in the street. I think so, and you know that's you see it straight away when a player comes from the street. You see it straight away.
So someone like Zidane, you can use.
Well, Zizou, because I'm gonna say Zizou, obviously. That's how we call him. But yeah, he you know, he comes from the neighborhood in Marseille, and that's where he started to play football. You know, when you have a ball for the whole neighborhood, that's when you become skillful, because you know, if you play against 60 men, you have to protect, you have to keep the ball, protect your ball. It's only one ball for everybody, so you have to make sure you can keep it, and you know, don't cry when you get kicked. And sometimes also there is the bad habit of it, but you know, I still think that that's when you can get, you know, a great mentality and a great desire, commitment.
You're well known for being an outspoken campaigner against racism on many an occasion. Is this an issue that's particularly close to your heart, and do you believe that you can make a difference here?
Make a difference? I don't know. A lot of people did try before me. A lot of people left their you know, has died for that. I just don't know, but as I said earlier on, you know, if you don't try to do anything, you know, that won't harm anybody, you know. So I just at the time felt that I had to do and say something. Obviously, it's something that close to my heart. It's not only a problem in the game, it's a problem in the society. But I realized at one point that people are listening to me and will listen to me if you come out there and put a message out there. And I just wanted to touch the youngsters, because sometimes some of the people who are already old, you know, it's difficult to change their way of viewing stuff.
And do you think the French national team's achievements have had any noticeable effects in French society generally?
Well, it did. It did in 98 something like it was a big deal. At the end of the day, you know, everyone felt French, and everyone, you know, were together in the street for, not only in the street, everywhere else, everyone was proud to be French. That's not always the case, unfortunately. But then it stopped suddenly. But I would say, and I'll say it again, you know, there are not a lot of stuff out there who can make people happy. I always say sport and music can do that.
In France, you've won the World Cup in 1998, the European Championships in 2000. You appeared in the final in World Cup 2006. What do you put this consistent level of success down to over the last 10 years?
I would say the youth team development system that we have in France. It is just amazing. I come from there. A lot of players come from there who are playing in the national team.
This is Clairefontaine?
Yeah, Clairefontaine or anywhere else, you know. As soon as you arrive, we have good bosses for the young players, and I don't know, it's just we had a good generation also. It does help, you know, when because the generation of the Platini and the Tigana and Fernandez and Gires and Trésor and people like that, you know, I grew up with this kind. I grew up with them, so I was just like inspired by them. Also, that helps when you have a good national team and you're young and they're doing well. You wanna do it. You wanna do that sport.
You're widely recognised as one of the greatest players in the world of football currently. What does representing France in the World Cup mean to you personally?
Oh, basically everything. First of all, playing for your country is something extra special. But if you can do it, you know, on the world stage, that is something I never, you know, I did dream about it, because when you're young, you always dream that you're playing for your country at the World Cup. But then when you're there, you actually don't think about it too much.
Arguably, Brazil versus France in the quarterfinals was one of the tournament's best games, and you scored a beauty of a goal, really well finished from a Zidane free kick. Was it a set piece that you'd rehearsed, and can perhaps you be kind enough to talk us through it?
No, not really, because I'm not often in the box on free kicks and stuff like that. It just happened. Sometimes it's a feeling that you have, you know. Because we had one before, or a couple before, that I saw that they had nobody, they didn't put anybody in second post, and they were not actually taking care of it. So I just said to myself, the next one that I have, I'm just gonna make myself disappear, if I can say, you know, and be there at the second post, and the ball arrived, and I put it in.
Zidane scored 3 goals in the tournament, and you've both ended up with 3 goals, and the game has been graced by him. Will the game find another like Zidane?
Well, yeah, it goes without saying. Zizou was Zizou, full stop. You know, Zizou is so, you know, loved, and that, you know, even what happened in the final of the World Cup, something I don't want to really talk about, but people in France, you know, forgave him.
As the match moved into extra time in the final, was there ever a moment when you felt you might lose?
No, never. Some of the games, sometimes you felt like they might maybe score or whatever. But against Italy, I think we were a bit, if I can say, we were not that great the first 20 minutes. And then after, we were in control of the game, the whole game. But in football, that's how it is. Sometimes it's not only the team who deserves to win who wins. We were on the other side one day. You know, sometimes football is strange, because we won the Euro 2000, not really. Overall, the tournament, we did deserve to win. But in the final, Italy played way better than us and should have won it, and they didn't. But people say in France that at least we won it on the pitch, not on penalty. But what I'm saying is penalty is part of the game, and they won it.